A woman in Portland, Oregon says she has some serious privacy concerns about her Amazon Alexa smart speaker. She claims Alexa recorded a private conversation in her home and sent it to someone in her contact list. This woman claims she only found out about what happened after her husband's coworker, who received the audio files, alerted her about it. Joining us now to talk more about this is Ryan Eldridge with Nerds on Call. Ryan, how can something like this happen?
Oh my goodness. I heard this story this morning and I was shocked. So these devices from Amazon Alexa, the Google Home, even Siri from the HomePod, these devices are always listening. They're waiting for us to give them sort of an awake command, something like saying Alexa or OK Google or Hey Siri. And when they wake up, they start listening for what you're saying. And in some cases, like in Alexa's case, they're constantly recording everything you say and then deleting things that are irrelevant. So if you want to see, for example, everything that Alexa or Google is listening to, you can go into the Alexa app or the Google app and you can see all of the recordings and even listen to them. So they're always recording, and we should always be aware of that when we invite these things into our home. Now, several other devices in our home besides just these are things we should be concerned about. For example, back in 2017, Vizio was fined by the FTC $2.2 million for spying on customers' viewing habits. So that's smart device. Smart TVs, that's spying on us. There was in 2013, LG TVs were caught recording audio even if you denied them permission to record audio, and it was sending it back to their servers. In 2015, Samsung TVs were recording living room chatter and sending it back to their servers. And back in 2017, the FBI had put out a PSA warning us that smart toys could be listening and spying on our children with cameras, GPS devices, and microphones. So this isn't anything that's totally new.
Yeah.
But because smart home devices are sort of taking off, 60% of consumers are likely to have interactions with some sort of smart home device sometime this year. So this is going to be really huge.
Well, it makes sense that you're saying that it would automatically be listening for some type of keyword or phrase, like if we say Alexa, but how did that file get sent over to somebody else? What is Amazon saying about this?
So Amazon is saying that ultimately what happened was it was listening obviously for its awake word. It heard a phrase that sounded very similar to Alexa and woke up. They had enabled a feature called drop-in on their device, which allows you to send recordings, text messages, even phone calls to other people in your contact list. It heard them say, send a message, or words similar to that, and then it started recording everything they were saying. And then it sent that message to who it thought they were trying to contact. And Alexa or Amazon has said today that it was a super rare incident, that it's not something that normally happens, and they're looking into seeing if there's other preventative methods that could happen. But these devices aren't perfect. They're listening constantly. And I mean, I've got an Alexa in my home and I see it turn on all the time when I'm not asking it to do anything.
Wow. It just makes you think of all of the devices we have in our homes. And, really we should be concerned about our privacy.
Yeah, I mean, as long as we take a few steps and don't enable, for example, don't enable drop-in. Maybe in some cases, if you're very concerned, you can press mute on the device and only turn it on when you want to use it. So it's similar to the way we do a smartphone. But really, this is such a rare instance. This is almost, in my opinion, the smart home version of butt dialing somebody. You know, when your phone accidentally dials somebody. It's kind of like that. That's really how rare and how odd this is. It's not something that we should all be like, oh my gosh, let's throw our Alexas out. But it's certainly something we should be concerned about when we're adding devices into our home that have microphones and cameras and are listening. And if it's something that concerns you, maybe think twice before adding it to your house.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Ryan Eldridge with Nerds on Call. Thank you for that insight. Always great to talk to you.
You're welcome.